You are listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson.
Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast, and today is Thursday, April 28th, 2025, and isn't it a unique time to be alive? If you haven't done so already, youtube.com/hellocupcakeitsme to check out the YouTube channel that is updated every Wednesday and Saturday. And also start following me on TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays, and give the blog some love at hellocupcakeitsme.com. Then go on over and check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations at www.cdsthebook.com. So, how is everyone today? At the time of starting this, I am literally just waking up, getting ready to start my day. So it's going to be kind of a short podcast because I have to be ready by 8:15, and it is already going on 7:30. So I thought that I would just go ahead and do this before the day starts. But oh man, woke up from an extremely strange dream involving my family and my friends from California, and was just a really interesting, unique dream. We were at like this family gathering slash county fair slash yard sale type of a place, and I was sitting around with all my cousins and some other people from like my childhood, and we were just watching how everyone was interacting with each other, and it was strange. At one point I was swimming in this like really wavy pool, like, yeah, makes no sense whatsoever, but I think the pool thing has to do with the fact that it's raining outside and that this is an unexpected rainstorm. So it's kind of nice that we got a repeat from some of the heat that we've been having, because man, the sun has just been pounding the shit out of us. Here in the Pacific Northwest, we've been seeing temperatures as high as 95 degrees, which is unheard of for our area. But, you know, global warming is a myth, so who knows? But hopefully this rain covers some of the wildfires that are happening around my area. But it was like August tried to stuff all of summer into the last 2 weeks, and so this is very, very welcomed weather change. Had two different therapy appointments this week, and they both were actually pretty decent. I'm trying to work through some of the stress and the feelings that I'm having about situations that are possibly on the rise. My sister might have to be moving back in with me, and that causes me a lot of stress. But you know, I've come to learn that my tactic for dealing with stuff is that I have to have the oh shit pity party, cry my eyes out, and then within a day or two of that, it's like, okay, well, fuck it, let's do this. So I'm in that mode of, okay, fuck it, let's do this. And uh yeah. So I don't know. She still is using verbiage like she is going to move in, but she's also like looking to apply for a job that is right down the street from where she lives now. And if she takes it and moves in, she'll have to be driving 30 plus miles to go to work. And that was the whole thing that she was looking forward to, was being able to stay with her current job and drive 10 miles. So I don't know what the hell she's got going on. So it's like that, one of those whole will she won't she kind of moments. But anyways, so there's that. Uh I don't know if I mentioned it in last week's podcast or not, but um my welcome envelope from myadventurechallenge.com came, uh and it's got all of my information in it for my fall 50, which I have to do 50 miles from September 1st to October 31st. And once I complete that, they plant a tree in my honor and all this other stuff, and it's pretty awesome. And since I've been looking at all these different little challenges, you know, Facebook has to just make everything pop up and show you everything. So there's one for swimming where you have to swim something like 5 miles in a month or so. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, I could possibly do that because I make it my goal to swim at least a half a mile to a mile every single day that I go swimming. So, that would just, I can knock that out in 5 days. So I think I might sign up for that one. And it's through the American Cancer Society. So with this one, what you got to do is you get a setup page, and then once you have hit your 5 miles and you've made at least $25 on your sign up page, uh, you are eligible to um, receive a really cool looking medal that is interactive. Like, you can make the swimmer on the medal swim from one side of it to the other side. And plus, it's doing something really good by raising money for the American Cancer Society. And something I never talked about on my social media, as far as I know, is that my cousin Christy, she got cancer, and she ended up passing away when she was 18 or 19 years old. She wasn't very old at all. Matter of fact, I don't even recall if she was that old. But the ACS really helped out a tremendous amount with like some of her final expenses and just her um, comfort care and stuff like that. So uh, then, you know, my family is riddled with cancer. My grandmother had skin cancer on her face, um, and my sister had stage 3 breast cancer. My cousin has colorectal cancer, has a little bit of cancer on her bladder, has ovarian and uterine cancer, and has breast cancer. So, like, she's got the trifecta of shit going on. I've had an aunt that has had breast cancer. and just like everyone in my all the women on my biological mom's side of the family has had some form of cancer at one point or another. So, um, I think that it's something that I would like to try to undertake since I'm doing it already and just call it good. And then there's another one that you have to do that's like a, let's see, a 3K, 5K, 10K, and I want to say like a 15K. And that one is running, walking, or um, yeah, I think it's running or walking are the only two that count for that one. And you get a really cool medal. Like they have all kinds of different ones. One of the ones that they have that I really want is from Charlie or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and it's the Wonka bar with the golden ticket underneath it, and then they also have like the witch's trial, and all of these are just like stunning little works of art into themselves. So really looking forward to doing all of those. And but I'm gonna see what this adventure challenge one is like first before I go gung ho and signing up for all these other ones. Even though, technically I could unilaterally use all the mileage that I accrue for all the different ones, and then just get the medals and the badges and stuff all at the same time. But um, they do cost money to enroll in. So, like the My Adventure Challenge, that one, the very basic package of that one was $23, and then the other ones that I was talking about, I think, is like $30 each or something like that. So, we'll see if that takes place or not. Especially now that we're going into the holiday season, I need to start focusing on Christmas. So yeah. What else? What else? What else? Oh, if you guys have ever played Cuphead or like the 1930s style cartoons, there is a new game out on both Android and Apple devices called Ace Pilot. And it is um a cartoon shoot 'em up type of a situation, and I love it. I love it so far. I pre-registered for the game after seeing the just the little promo trailer, and I got it downloaded, and I got access to it at 9 o'clock last night. Um, and so I played it from about 9:15 until about 11:30 last night, and it was just a lot of fun. So I highly, highly suggest it. Again, it's called Ace Craft, and you can find it on the Play Store, or you can just do a Google search and type in Ace Craft 1930s cartoon game, and it should come up. So yeah. The other thing is I've been working on my book a little bit more. Um, talk. Uh, I still don't have a working title for it, so right now the title is "The Healed Child in the Toxic Environment," or it's going to be "The Healed Child and the Toxic Parent." I can't figure out which one it is, so I have both titles on the book. But I found a really amazing quote that I added to the book, and I was able to type out like I don't know, 5 or 6 pages the last couple of days, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, and it really isn't, but I had to step away from it because it was starting to trigger me and some of my childhood trauma because I was unpacking some of that. So, um, it's going to have to be something that I talk to a therapist about and have them work with me because as I'm unpacking all of the different caveats of this particular book and how to deal with this, that, or the other thing, I am really starting to have to look inward to utilize some of my own personal stories and then use my knowledge of mental health and everything else to formulate stories and formulate like how to work on that particular part of yourself and so on and so forth. And I want to do so in a very cohesive manner so that I'm not like hurting anyone else and they're not getting too triggered by what is in the book. So that's one of the 3 books that I have working that I'm working on right now. And um yeah, just doing the best I can with what I have available to me right now. And Monday night I tried to go out for a walk for the first time in like a week or so. I haven't been walking lately because it's been so hot outside, and I thought, you know what? It's 62 degrees outside right now. It was, I think that day it got up to 94, 95. And I was like, okay, 62 isn't bad. I can get out there and go walking. It felt nice outside. And halfway through my walk, I started feeling really sick and getting and like just crummy. I was like, God damn it, don't do this, don't do this. And by the time I got back to the car, I was flushed with fever. I felt all like shaky. My stomach hurt and I ended up vomiting all over the side of my car. And I was just like, fuck. So I got in, got some water, and then drove home as quickly as I could. And I came home, took off like 90% of my clothes, and just turned on my AC and laid up under it. And I think that I maybe slept 5 minutes that whole night because of the cramping in my stomach and just not feeling well afterwards. So I got it. I've got to pay attention to my body, and I've got to also understand that I'm not a young kid anymore. Yeah, 44 is still pretty young, but I'm not that 20-year-old that has the stamina that can walk 14 miles in a single day and not even like bat an eyelash. Like, I'm old, I'm fat, I'm breaking down. So, yeah, there's just a lot that I need to remember not to do and not to push myself if I'm not feeling it, and to distinguish between not feeling it as a physical thing or not feeling it as a mental thing. Because if I'm not feeling it as a mental thing, like, I really don't want to go tonight, then that's not an excuse. But if it's like, I don't want to go tonight because, my back is hurting, or I don't want to go tonight because my I twisted my ankle or something like that, then that's what I gotta like, no, you gotta do this. So, anyways, um going on into movies and entertainment, I started Alien Earth on Hulu. It comes on FX, but I don't have cable. I just have streaming services, And my God, if you are a fan of the Alien franchise, you are going to love this TV show. It's cinematic quality and just really freaking good. And that's one thing I have to say that I appreciated about uh, Game of Thrones and some of the made for TV Disney um, superhero shows like Star Wars and the Avengers and stuff like that. Um, they're all cinematic quality, which has set such a high bar across the entire genre of television entertainment. So watching each one of these movies is like an hour long. I mean, watching each one of these TV shows is like watching an hour long movie. So, um, really check it out. I think you would be really happy with it. There's a lot of tie-ins to the very first Alien movie, and gives a whole new twist to the Alien universe. And it was just like, wow, okay, that's pretty freaking awesome. Um, Outside of that, I tried to watch the new King of the Hill, and I had to stop it because uh, you get to see Bobby as an older adult. He's still like in his mid 20s, so anywhere from 21 to 25. And in the very first episode, he like hooks up with a chick, and I'm like, no, 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 no. Bobby Hill cannot be hooking up. Like, no. So, um, they really don't describe in the first couple of episodes what the time discrepancy between season 13 and season 14. And so I wish that they would have done that a little bit better or at all, but it's okay. So anyways, yeah, go give it a check out. And that's all for today. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. If you have one of those virtual digital challenge things that you think I might like, you can shoot me an email, hellocupcakeitsme at gmail.com. And in the comment or in the subject line, just say podcast, and then challenge, virtual challenge that you might like. So that way I can make sure to not throw any of those emails away. So remember, you are doing the best you can with what you have available to you. Don't add to the population, don't subtract from the population, and in a world full of Karens, be somebody who cares. So I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Hey you! Tired of mental health books that feel like homework or therapy sessions in disguise? Carpe Diem Scroto is not that book. Written by author Michael Peterson, utilizing his own personal mental health journey, it's your daily dose of clarity, humor, and healing, designed to meet you exactly where you are. Whether you're sipping coffee in chaos or taking a quiet minute for yourself, this book gives you real, raw tools to reframe your day, your mindset, and your life. Unlike anything else on the market, Carpe Diem Scroto blends personal storytelling, practical mental health strategies, and a keep-it-real attitude that makes self-work feel like self-empowerment. Use it daily, share it with a friend, or grow at your own pace. Ready to reclaim your day with bite-sized brilliance? Head to www.cdsthebook.com to grab your copy or learn more.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You have been listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast. with your host, Michael Peterson. Please make sure to check back often as new episodes are released bi-weekly. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to send a message to hellocupcakeitsme at gmail.com. And until next time, stay happy, safe, and keep doing the best you can with what you have been given.